Hello, welcome everybody. How are you doing? So I'm just going to wait for a couple more people just to come on. It's another lovely day actually, isn't it? It's really beautiful out there, quite mild. Hello. We'll just wait for a few more people to come on and then we'll start the session. So who have we got today? Say hi, say hello. Sandy, hi Sandy, all right? So today we're going to be looking at self-discipline, and we're doing an energy session to release the subconscious blocks you've got around that, and any kind of stuck energy you have to being disciplined and also making things happen for yourself or having more structure in your life. Hello. So it's also kind of ties in a little bit with self-sabotage as well. So if we have a lot of self-sabotage, we can also be less disciplined because those sabotaging programs take over. So there's a little bit of that tied in with it as well. So what I'm going to do, hi Deborah, you all right, lovely? Thanks for the hearts. Great stuff. So so let's look at the self-discipline. So how I work, if you haven't watched any of my videos at all before, work with me. What I do is I will just be connecting to the energy of the group. So it'll be anyone who's watching, and also the intention for me is always anyone who will be watching the replay. So anyone who's tuning in afterwards, watching later, it's for everyone. So we'll be, hi Christopher, we're getting message for everyone and what's really for your highest good. And I tend to find that most people are mirroring each other. We're all mirroring each other. So it always feels like quite a personal session, or also quite, it will be relative to most people, or most things will be. Okay, fabulous. Hi Bev, Bev and Christopher. Sorry, I wasn't reading correctly. How are you doing, guys? So so today's session we're going to look at self-discipline. What are our blocks? What are the subconscious patterns that are stopping us from being disciplined? Okay, what is stopping us from really focusing and having that structure in our lives? It could be with your business, it could be with your relationship. What's happening that is kind of stopping you or getting you distracted? Okay, so let's start. Yay, thanks for all the hearts, everyone. Let's start. And also, after you've finished watching this, I suggest you watch it again a couple of times just to really clear a few layers here. Okay, so I'm going to connect now, everyone, and just allow yourself to relax and just allow yourself to be open to receive the messages, guidance and information, also the energy coming through. I have been working a little bit on my throat chakra the last couple of days, and sometimes it feels like the energy is coming through and my words are not coming out as clear as I'd want them. So I do apologize. It's a bit of a Mercury retrograde communication healing layer going on there. Okay, awesome. So let's scan everyone that's watching now, everyone that will be watching. What's for everyone's highest good, and what does everyone need around self-discipline? What can we work on today for everyone? Okay, cool. Okay, so as we scan the group, so the first thing that's coming up is just actually a fear. So it's a fear of success. Fear of success, fear of failure here within the group. And this is a very deep, kind of deep layer. So you may even not realize it. You might think, yeah, but I want to be successful. Like, no, I do this, I do that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know, I always want the best for myself. I always go for things. But we're looking at the subconscious energy underneath all that. And that's what we're not aware of. And that's why it's unconscious. We're not consciously aware. It's the energy that you are bringing or that you are being that is creating the blocks or the distractions. Okay, so on a conscious level, you may think that you're doing everything you can, you're being disciplined, you're going for everything, but the energy you're giving off, or the energy that people are receiving on an unconscious level or subconscious level, feels different. It's almost like when someone is saying something to you in a conversation. Hi Joanna, hi Helen. So if I'm saying something to you, I could be saying the words, but the energy might feel different, and that's when we think, is that person lying? Are they giving me are the words matching the energy? The energy I'm feeling feels like something is wrong. Yeah, and it's that. So it's always about the energy, what's going on underneath. That's what we want to look at today. So okay, so we're going into our past lives, or into your past lives, or we are one. So let's look at that. So just allow yourself to receive. The energy wants to go to your heart. We're getting deception. We're getting being deceived. We're getting betrayal here. We're getting an untrusting of yourself. So a distrust in others and a distrust within yourself, relating to, being deceived in a past lifetime or past lifetimes. So we're sending healing to that. We're sending energy and healing to all of that for everyone. Being deceived by others, being obligated by others to fit into their programming even. Okay, so you may have actually tried to fit into what a parent wanted you to do. You may have gone for a job that your partner wanted to do. You may have, fallen into the wrong kind of group of people. You may have been deceived by the darker side, okay? So we're sending energy and healing for all of that. You may have been tricked. And what you did was you overlooked your own intuition. You overlooked that inner knowing, that sense, that feeling of what was right for you. And in almost a way, you felt deceived. But actually, in some ways, you deceived yourself in that lifetime. You deceived yourself because you were trying to fit in. You're trying to fit into others' perceptions, what others may think of you, over your own knowing, over your own inner trust in yourself. Okay, so we're just sending healing for that. We're sending energy to help you release that anger, actually. Anger at yourself. Oh, it's quite deep. So let's just allow that to go in a bit even deeper. Let's allow yourself to really feel that in your solar plexus, in your heart, in your solar plexus, in your heart, in your solar plexus. Good. Anger at others, anger at God, anger at the world, anger at your parents. Oh, feeling like everyone has held you back, or you're being held back. Okay, and we're just up leveling there and sending more around that. Really going deep there. Allow yourself to go as deep as you can. Really going into the lower chakras there. And for some of you, for some of us, sometimes that creates like almost an envious energy, not in a bad way, not you would wish bad for others, but just a kind of almost slipping into this victim energy of, well, why hasn't it happened for me? And, why is it not happening for me yet? And then also almost blaming others. Well, if I hadn't taken on that job that my mum said to do, if I hadn't done this, so we're shifting the blame, okay? Because at the end of the day, the last and final choice was our own, okay? And that's what we must always take accountability for. And that's where our power lies, in our own choices, and also just allowing ourselves to accept that at the end of the day, it was our own choice. And that will take you out of that victim energy and allow yourself to feel more in control and more powerful. It's very, very powerful to just be honest with yourself and say, well, actually, part of it was me, okay? Oh, and as I'm saying that, there's loads of emotion there, releasing in all your systems. Okay, good. Lots of sadness, lots of emotion around it all. So just allow yourself, if this is you, just to let it all go, because you don't need to carry all that anymore. Okay. And sometimes when we know our path is to do something a little bit different from the norm. So for me, that was doing the healing, and which was considered perhaps woo-woo to other people who don't understand it or are not there. It was quite hard for me to break out of that and to follow my inner knowing, to do that, because that's what my calling was. That's where I was getting pulled, because it was different. So sometimes if we don't follow our own inner calling, we then get angry at others. And also it can be a way of, and I'll be totally honest with you, I still don't put 100% into, I could put more effort in. I'm just being totally honest with myself and you guys. I could put more in, but I don't. And that is also a bit of fear there from past lifetimes. So sometimes what people will do is they'll put more effort into something that's easier. You know, I really want to be a dancer, but I'm going to put more effort into a 9-to-5 job, even though my heart's with, you know, the dancing. Okay, so if that brings up anything within you, that's another way of distracting ourselves. So just sending much healing for all of that, okay, to help you shift out of that energy. Good, good, good. And then you might say, well, or then the ego might say, well, I need my full-time job because I need the money, I need the bills to be being paid. So we're sending healing for that, so you can just transfer, slowly move, slowly accommodate them both, building up one thing as you're doing another thing, so it doesn't feel so scary, so it doesn't feel so imminent, so it doesn't feel like such a pressure, because there's a lot of fear around that. So we're sending healing for that as well. Good, good, good. And that's really going into the heart there. Connecting you to your soul's purpose. Connecting you to yourself, actually, more than anything as well. So you know what it is you want and you need. And aligning you with that, so that you can have the discipline to take these steps and action in a way that feels right for you. So it could be different for everyone. In a way that feels safe for you, in a way that feels good and for your highest good, in a way that fits in with your home life, with your partnership, with your current work perhaps, or your lifestyle. Just accommodating yourself, allowing each person to receive the energy in a way that's best for them. And this could be a healthy eating plan. And this could be a fitness plan. This could be just a hobby or something you've been putting off. Having that self-discipline to clear the clutter from the home, to finally do that paperwork, to look at that area that you've been avoiding, whatever that is for you. And so we're sending much energy for all of that. And let's go a bit deeper with that and bring that in a bit stronger. And maybe it's even having that discipline with yourself, as in your own healing, as in maybe a lot of the focus has been on the outside. Maybe it's been all about you, the material side. Maybe it's been about getting the car and the house and the outside. But there's a part of you that needs to work on the inside now. So maybe it's having that discipline to actually, now we're on lockdown, I'm going to take this time to really work on cultivating my inner self. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's just getting down to those deep-rooted beliefs, those old stories, and shifting them once and for all. Maybe you haven't had time to do that, and maybe now is the time. I'm getting a few people going yes, so I'm sending a lot of healing and energy for that, so you can really allow yourself to dig deeper, because it is painful. It is painful doing the work, doing the inner work is going to be a bit uncomfortable. Okay, good. So let's go a little bit deeper with that, and that's really shifting in the lower chakras. Hi Mel, you all right, lovely? Good, good, good. And just releasing any emotion, trapped emotion around that, any fear of looking at yourself, any fear of looking at the parts of you that are hiding, any fear of other people seeing those parts of you that are hiding and that are imperfect, that are angry, that are insecure, that aren't perfect. That aren't real. Because sometimes we're not even real with ourselves, or we project a different image to other people, you know. You know, we can show up in a dating stage being one person, we're not really being ourselves, and then 6 months down the line, oh, hang on, this isn't the person I dated, because we've shown up differently. So just allowing yourself to look at those parts where you're hiding and being okay with those parts as well. And then it's okay. It's okay if you haven't got it all sorted yet. Who has? Yeah, who's got it all sorted, really? And as you allow yourself to be a little bit more vulnerable and be yourself and be your authentic self, you actually, you know, you can connect with people. You know, people can feel that connection with you, and you also allow them to feel a bit more comfortable about being themselves. And they don't have to be perfect. Yeah? And we're sending much healing for that. So you can show up as yourself. And that doesn't mean that you don't want to improve, or you don't want to kind of, advance or level up on certain things, but just also just accepting who you are as well. Okay, good. That's going in really well. Cool. Just keep allowing yourselves to receive and receive and receive and receive. And we're bringing in some energy of structure now, so you can feel more structured, which will help with your discipline, feeling more structured, having a structure, having more of a plan, or at least more of an aim, more of a focus. It's just bringing in that energy to help you feel a little bit more grounded within your body. So as you feel more grounded, you can feel more connected with the earth, rather than floating. And sometimes, especially if you're a reader or you do like energy work, we're floating around with the fairies, and we need to be grounded. But it does feel nice up there. So feeling grounded, feeling really connected with the earth. Okay. And feeling connected with source as well. But as you're in your body, as you're connected into your body, feeling grounded within your physical body, you'll feel more in control, which will help you with your structure, which will help you with your focus. And sometimes, if we're very busy in the mind, or if you've got a lot going on, or if there's a lot going on in our lives, that can also take us out of our body, can almost take us, that can distract us as well, and that's another way we can come off our path. So sending you much healing for that. Just to recognize any distractions that you might actually be creating to stop you from focusing your discipline and being disciplined around your goals. Okay. I know this one when they're going to the gym. Well, it's raining, I can't be bothered getting out. Yeah, I've done that one. So that's using the rain as a reason for me not to go to the gym, or you know, whatever it is. Okay. And it's just that's something that really is not a valid reason, but it is to me at the time. So these little things we can do. Yeah, we've all done it. So it's moving beyond that and going, no, actually, I'm going to feel amazing when I get back from the gym. I'm going to feel good. I'm going to feel so proud of myself that I went. And that feeling you get of actually, of doing it, of sticking to your goals, of sticking to what you said you were going to do, and being disciplined about it, actually feels really, really good. And it also enforces that energy of being a success. So if you keep enforcing that energy of being a success by actually keeping your commitments as much as you can, because obviously things happen, things crop up in life and you can't always do things, but keeping that kind of self-discipline with yourself and commitment to yourself, that will really, really grow your confidence and also help you feel that energy and vibration of being a success. And the opposite happens when we don't. We bring in that energy of being a failure. I've let myself down again. Okay. So allowing yourself to feel a success and up leveling that, so you really feel like you can stick with that energy of being a success and feeling a success. And also just allowing yourself to be easy on yourself if you don't commit. So if you don't commit, or actually are able to commit to something after you've said it, just snapping yourself out of it. Okay, good. We're bringing in more focus energy now. Hello, Jill. Hi, Mel. Hi, Mandy. Okay, good. So just bringing in that discipline again. That focus, that focus and discipline, allowing that energy just to be received in all levels of your life, on all levels of your life, in all and on all levels of your life, of your body. Allow yourself to feel and enjoy the energy of being disciplined. That you're going to get it done, that you're going to take steps, regardless of distractions. We're almost there. Just a little bit more to go, so just bringing that in a little bit stronger. Bringing the energy of sharpness, of action. And can we just bring that in a little bit stronger for everyone, please? Okay, good. Just double check in. Yeah, that feels complete to me. So we're just going to send out just a little bit of love and grounding into your energy field to help you just ground that energy in. I feel quite excited now, so I hope you feel excited. You might even feel a bit motivated to get things done. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling now. Good. How's everyone doing? How are you doing, guys? Just disconnecting from you all. Okay, Okay, good. Yay. So self-discipline equals self-love as well. Loving yourself, keeping to your word, keeping to your commitments to yourself, etc. Loving yourself. So. Yeah, there was a lot of emotion that came up with that. So it might be that you just need to process a bit of that first. I do feel a little bit in my solar plexus, feel a bit sad actually, as well as excited but sad. Whew. So just, yeah, allow yourself to let that go. Tide is good. Tide means you're releasing. Whew. It was a deep one, so just allow yourself to remember this is like lifetimes of you being deceived and let down, so, and letting yourself down, and not allowing yourself to really step into your power and be successful. So there are going to be emotions that are trapped there that need to come up and be released. So, oh, upset you couldn't go away today. So if you just flip that round and look at the look at what is the positive aspect of it. Because if we sit in that energy of, you know, not being able to do something and feeling down about it, then we'll just stay in that energy. So what is the positive? Maybe if you go away in 6 weeks' time, you'll have an even better experience than if you went today. Okay? I'm just sending out lots of love to everyone who is feeling a bit emotional, as you will be releasing on this one. This was quite deep. So allow yourself to process. Okay, good. That's better. Yay. You're welcome. Keep releasing and allowing, guys. So I will be back tomorrow at 4, and tomorrow I think self-worth, wasn't it? So we're going to do self-worth tomorrow, which will tie in really, really nicely with today's. Because if you feel, or if on some energetic level you feel like your self-worth is low, or you have self-worth, then again that's going to stop you from making progress towards your dreams and creating that success. So it all interlinks. So they are quite deep ones, but hopefully by the end of the 3 days you will take it to the next level. I mean, you already have, so let's see what comes up in your energies tomorrow. You're welcome. Thank you, Bev. Thanks, Sandy. And maybe watch it again as well. Go a bit deeper tomorrow or next week. Whew. Yeah, self-discipline is hard because quite often what we'll do is we'll work for other people, or we'll do things for other people, but we don't always do it for ourselves, and that's hard. It's really hard. So when you're with that energy, it's like, oh, it's hard. The hardest person to give to is yourself sometimes, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to send you out lots of love because it is 29 minutes past. So I've got to allow the other person to come on. So I'll send you lots of love, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining me. Mwah. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Take care. Go easy on yourselves. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Aww.